Aries, hello. Welcome to Coffee, Sage, and Tarot. This is going to be your general reading for March 17th to the 23rd. Alrighty, let's get into it. Show me Aries for the week of March 17th, please. Show me Aries for the week of March 17th to the 23rd. Show me that Aries energy, please. Last one. Show me Aries, please. Thank you. All right, so some decisions are being made, Aries. The world. So something is coming to an end. Something is coming to a start. You have the world at your feet. Ultimately, the choice is yours. Okay. Ace of Swords, new perspective here, new ideas, new thoughts. And that does feel like you're putting something to bed so that you can pick up this ace here. The Fool, you're leaping into something, a literal leap of faith. This does make sense, kind of given that we're putting something to an end and starting a new beginning, at least mentally. Three of Wands, being asked to relax around that, which is interesting here. Perhaps it's the idea of looking outward, right? Maybe this week we're focused in and making sure to kind of align yourself in internally. Four of Wands from your guides here, this idea of foundations, affecting your foundations. Yes, there's some sort of celebration. This feels like a celebration of self, just given the other cards that we have on the board here. And Justice in the shadow here. So for some of you, yes, legal issues, right? This could be a victory that you're celebrating here with some sort of long legal situation here. For others of you, this could be, you finally deciding or finally making up your mind on something. You've come to a decision, and that kind of propels this energy that we see on the board. Okay, let's go ahead and see that world. Show me that world for Aries, please. Show me that world for Aries. Show me that world for Aries, please. Thank you. All right. Okay, so the world is clarified by Seven of Wands, Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Swords in the shadow. With the Six of Cups behind it here, this feels like something, a conflict, or something here that is kind of plaguing you internally. Maybe for some of you has been for some time. And it's interesting that this energy is coming up with whatever it is that you're ending here. Seven of Wands, Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. You're looking within yourself and you're saying, okay, there's a new opportunity to do something here. Or I feel like with you, Aries, when you're doing a lot of internal work, you need to see, or it helps you process your internal work when you're looking externally or doing something externally, and that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So it's like you're looking within yourself by looking at the different opportunities that you have in front of you. And so this is an opportunity. It's like your thought process, it's like, okay, I'm looking out and I'm seeing this as an opportunity to do something different for me, inside of me, right? Seven of Wands, all that feels like is that you're defending this position, and it could be that you're defending against this five and this six. I feel like they're related. There's some sort of conflict within you that comes up when you try to do this work, or you try to do something different, right? This is coming up and saying, no, why are you doing something different? You don't need to, right? But you are, and you do. Show me that Ace of Swords for Aries. Show me that Ace of Swords for Aries, please. Show me that Ace of Swords for Aries. Thank you. All right, so Ace of Swords is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, Justice, Ten of Swords, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so Justice is coming up again, right? This idea, there's more emphasis on this decision, right? You've made a decision to end something here. And again, we're seeing that Six of Pentacles, that earth element. So it's this idea that you need to see something in your physical in order to translate it, or at least in this specific instance, okay? You need to see this playing out in your physical in order to end it mentally, right? Or whatever happens, there's maybe something that happens in your physical, in your day-to-day life that propels you to make this decision to end something mentally, right? With the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups here, Knight of Cups again is this idea of having or like looking within, right? Looking in your cup, you're kind of ignoring the noise around you, and you're saying, okay, I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on what this cup is for me, right? Page of Cups showing up here. Maybe you're seeing something or someone in your physical, and you're kind of, it's this idea of, oh, I want to be like that, or I really like how that person looks as it relates to, how they see themselves, or how they act in this certain way. And so I feel like this is you looking at somebody, not necessarily that you're having a conversation with them, although that might happen, but it's more this idea of you observe them in this specific pattern of behavior, and you're saying, I want to internalize that. I want to take that on, and I want to feel that within me. And that kind of spurs this decision and this kind of mental end, right? And again, it's this idea of seeing something in your physical, in your day-to-day, and internalizing that, or helping with the internal process for you, Aries, okay? Show me that Fool energy for Aries, please. Show me that Fool for Aries. Show me that Fool for Aries, please. Thank you. All right, so for the Fool, we have the Seven of Swords, King of Swords, Strength, Three of Cups, and the Hierophant here. The amount of swords coming up just makes it feel like this is not easy for you. It's not an easy week. It's not an easy kind of weight mentally that you're carrying, or decision that you're struggling with to put an end to something, right? Whatever this pattern is, this thought, this mindset is not easy for you to put to rest. However, with this, it's almost like with this Seven of Swords here, you're forcing yourself to let go, right? With that Strength there, that Leo energy, it's almost like you're kind of bullying through this idea of slanted truth, this idea of what's not working. You're kind of saying, okay, right? His sword is crooked. And you're kind of saying, this doesn't work. I know this doesn't work, but it's so rooted within me, this knowledge or this thought process or this belief. It's so rooted within me, but I know I need to change something here. So with Strength here, you're going to take that leap, right? This here is interesting with the Three of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Lovers here. I'm trying to get them to all stand together, but they're not. There is this idea of awareness. I'm just getting this idea that you're resolute in this. Like you're like, no, I need to do this. Now is the time. Okay. Yeah, now is the time. You're forcing yourself. The Seven of Swords is you trying to maneuver differently than how you have been in order to put an end to whatever mindset you've been carrying with you this far. Okay, show me that Three of Wands for Aries. Show me that Three of Wands for Aries, please. Thank you. All right, so Three of Wands we have clarified by the King of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Magician, Five of Cups here. So again, 2 5s. There was a 5 that came up in the shadow somewhere else. So again, this idea of conflict, right? And here again, we see that concept of the outside mirroring the inside. So your external mirroring your internal. So whatever is happening here, it's almost like whatever you're renouncing or letting go of, right? You're turning your back on something and it is very painful. You're doing that same thing inside. So your outside very much is paralleling your inside this week, and that is helping, it feels like, put an end to whatever this thought process is that you've been holding on to for some time, right? And so you're renouncing this, right? This is very much a 5, very much a conflict that you are turning your back on physically. And so that's helping you manifest the energy and everything within you to turn your back on it or renounce it internally, right? With that cup energy, that water, that emotional component. With this 5, there's this idea of acceptance, right? There's this idea of sitting in it, which is something that normally Aries you don't do, but you are taking that energy on this week, especially with that Page of Pentacles behind it. Reflection, right? Analyzing new thought, new perspective here, and seeing your world in a different light, in a new light, right? Based on this energy, based on the idea that you're renouncing or walking away from something, both in your physical and in your internal, okay? So again, kind of as it relates to that Three of Wands here, it's this idea you're not looking outside, or whatever is happening outside here is a reflection of inside, what's happening within you. And it's almost like with this Three of Wands, it's like you're this idea of I'm looking out to see what next, but this week is focusing on what's happening currently, right? You can't look at what's next yet. Show me this Four of Wands. Show me this Four of Wands for Aries, please. Show me this Four of Wands for Aries, please. Thank you. Yeah, transformation, right? So we have the High Priestess, King of Wands, Death card. Your foundation is changing, right? And that makes sense. given what we have on the board here, given the major that's on the board, right? You've made a decision, you're putting an end to something, you're feeling that end internally, you're taking the leap into something new, you're pushing yourself forward outside of your comfort zone, outside of what is known, because whatever is known to you is tainted. It no longer works for you. And you know that, you see that. So you're moving yourself past it, out into something new. You're renouncing something that no longer works, both outside of you and inside of you. These two are working together to kind of get you aligned, right? And that foundation is changing. Your king is changing. You being in charge, you are changing and transforming, right? 9 of Pentacles here. That's where you're moving, right? There's that 8 of Swords right behind that. Again, this element of trapped, right? Mentally. It's like, I know it's just in the shadow here, but it's like you move forward, but there's still this idea that you're holding yourself back, right? But I don't want to get distracted on that, because there's a lot of good progress on the board here. This idea, you know that you are changing, you know that you're king of your element, you are in charge, but you are undergoing change, right? This is a decision. It's a decision that you've made. It's a decision you feel good about. You're going to stand in that strength and project that strength, that accomplishment, right? You're going to exude that for at least externally, right? I will caution and say internally, you might not feel as good as you look, but the elements are there. The change is happening. The momentum is in your favor this week, and you're at least starting to address these different components. Okay, Aries, this seems like a very monumental week for you, and that's great. Just keep pushing forward, remember everything that you have within you and keep pushing forward, right? You're a force, you know that, so you can do anything you put your mind to, and you're killing it. So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. You take care.